you know, it's hard to find a good mechanic. It's hard to find somebody that you can trust. It's hard to know who you can trust. It's like finding a doctor or a lawyer. And I guess everybody needs a good doctor, a good lawyer, and a good mechanic. And I got a good mechanic. But one of the best lessons or the best example of why I trust Tom in all respects is that twice now I've brought him cars that needed substantial work. The last one was a Ford Expedition, and it had about 87,000 miles on it, and Tom said, well, it needs about $3,500 worth of service, and that's not repair, that's service. And I said, should I do it? And he said, no, you shouldn't. You should sell it. He said, it's about to pass 90,000 miles, so the value of the car will drop substantially, and if you put this kind of money into it, you'll have to keep it for a long time to make it worthwhile, and you should sell it. Now, when a guy who is going to make $3,500 off you says, don't do it, you know that you can count on him. And he's done that for me twice, both with four-wheel drives. The kind of car is not important. What's important is its integrity. So whatever Tom says, I do. To work, I work downtown, so I come in on the way to work and drop the car off and either take the bus to work or have one of your shuttles take me or bike to work from here. So it works out great. But I'd come. It wouldn't be so easy if he was in Beaverton, but I would still do it. Yeah, and everybody I've referred to Tom is satisfied, more than satisfied. My kids are very pleased. Recently, I had my daughter bring a used car that she was planning to buy or thinking about buying to Tom, and when we went to the lady's house to pick up the car to bring it over here, she said, well, you're early. Will you come back in an hour and a half? And my daughter is a working person, and we went to have a cup of coffee, and she said, Dad, it's a cute little car. Let's just buy it. I don't have this much time. I said, stick to the plan, take it to Tom. So we did, and Tom's people looked at it and took about 20 minutes and said, been in an accident, been framed, don't buy it. And so we didn't buy it. She didn't buy it, and from that she learned, first, you can count on Tom, and second, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. The other thing I like about Tom is that he is civic-minded and he is environmentally conscious and responsible. And I mean, that's not why I picked him, but it makes me all the more committed to him. Those are good values and important for our community. So that's another reason why I support him.
Well, it's sort of a like-minded thing with you and the symphony there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and he sponsors a golf tournament that benefits the symphony, which I really appreciate. If it came up in an elevator where you have a couple of 30 seconds to talk to somebody, and somebody said, do I know a mechanic? I'd say, I know the best mechanic in town. He's honest, he's trustworthy. I'd tell him the story that, he gave away at least $7,000 worth of income by telling me not to do the repairs on my own car. And if you have a guy like that who's willing to walk away from the income for a long-term relationship, you got a mechanic you can trust.
We did this testimonial project about a year ago. Mm-hmm. I mean, and this is going to plug right into that. But we went out and asked those clients, would you do a testimonial for Tom? You came to us and said you wanted to. What made you do that?
Well, I don't know what made me do it, but it was my idea. Nobody proposed it to me or suggested it to me. I just thought, if you could use that sort of stuff. I really think Tom and his operation are great, and I like to support the people I trust, and so I called and asked, and I'm happy to do it.
Well, great.
Good.
Then we have done it.
We have.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.